Justin Tucker ready to go here. This is going to be a ton of fun. Ravens and Bucks. Here we go from Tampa. Wishing he had a mulligan. That's not how you want to start the game.
Not at all. Do you give up the penalty and good field position, but it just kills the momentum of your team as you start a game.
Throwing on first down is Brady. They're looking for Godwin, but it's intercepted. And the Ravens are going to take over at their own 41.
Well, they wasted no time taking a shot down the field. He was letting it fly in the very first play from scrimmage. And this was excellent coverage down there. And they'll come away with an early takeaway. And I mean an early takeaway.
And they'll begin by running the option. It'll be a pickup of 5 on the keeper. It's second down. A little do-it-yourself run right there and a nice gain.
I like that he knew that was about all he was going to get. So he did a nice job of protecting himself, took care of the football, took what the defense gave him. If they continue to allow him to do that, they'll find their way taking what they can all the way to the end zone.
It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now third down coming up.
You talk about closing in a hurry as a safety and run support. Not only did he get a good run in, he gave him a pretty good pop, too, and finished off the play behind the line of scrimmage.
On third down, here's Dobbins. And to the 46 he goes and no further, so he is well short of the first down marker. They're going on fourth down. It's Jackson. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out, and that will force a turnover on downs. Fournette, a first down carry. And he'll power ahead, but only for about 3 yards. Second down coming up.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Now Brady. He completes it right side to White. And they're going to get this down to about the 37. Brady to throw on 3rd and 1. They'll swing this out to Fournette. He's going to pick up the first down and then some. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. Fournette is not going to get a whole lot, maybe a yard down to the 3. They'll get 2 out of that run, and it's going to bring up a 2nd and goal. Good first step there defensively, but they're still knocking on the doorstep, so maybe another run here?
I think so. And one of my favorite coaches used to say, son, if you could darn near lay down near the end zone and get in, give me my best power running play with my best back right now.
Fournette again. And this time he'll lose yardage as the defense not giving him any room to operate. Now from back at the 5, this is 3rd and goal. Here's Fournette. 2 yards on the pickup there. It's 4th down. I'm looking down from our booths. You can tell this crowd wants them to go for it right now.
And believe me, he knows it. And he's weighing that through his head right now. Actually trying to filter that out because this needs to be a cold decision by him. Not influenced by the crowd. Not influenced by outside factors. Does he believe in his team enough to go for it right here? I think he's going to be roaring the crowd and do it.
And if he doesn't get it, and in for the Buccaneers touchdown. Leonard Fournette, a 2-yard touchdown grab. And the Buccaneers' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. Extra point put through by Succop, and that makes the score 7-0. The Bucs ready for the kickoff. And here we go. It's in the air. A fairly short kick from the 14. And a pretty slick return there. Almost got it to the 45. Officially, they'll call him down at the 44.
Well, you gave up the first touchdown of the game, but how about the response? Big-time return. Now it's their chance to try and put points on the board.
The drive will commence with a run by J.K. Dobbins. And he's across the 45. It'll be 2nd down. Throwing on 2nd and 8. Jackson. That's taken in by Duvernay. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. The catch and run there, good for 16 and a first. Jackson on the give to Dobbins. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Throwing is Jackson. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked by Antoine Winfield Jr. And the Buccaneers are going to take over at their own 28-yard line. And that was one I kind of saw coming, Charles. He had a free safety just hanging back there over the middle, waiting. And he saw that ball go in the air, and he jumped on it.
And I don't know why the quarterback didn't see that. That was just your standard cover 3, which means the free safety in the middle of the field, the 2 corners, and they divide the field in thirds. But when you have a free safety with range, like a good center fielder, he can go from side to side and make plays on the football as he did there.
On 2nd and 11 now. Brady, he'll leave this one for White. And he's going to be stopped up right at the line of scrimmage. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. The Ravens bring out an extra defensive back here on 3rd.
Reload.
Now Brady. That's complete. It's Chris Godwin. And he is going to have the Buccaneers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. On 1st down, Brady. It's caught by Mike Evans. And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield. Brady to throw again. Over the middle, he finds Godwin, complete. And he's going to be taken down right at the 40-yard line.
Hey, Alabama.
From the 40 now on 2nd down. Brady, a quick throw, knocked away, and incomplete.
Receiver coaches preach to their guys all the time. Separation, that's what's going to make the play successful. That time there was very little, and I think they were actually fortunate that it was only knocked away and not intercepted.
And he is going to have a Bucs first down. At least it would appear that way. He didn't get it by much, but yes, they do get the conversion on 3rd and 1. They keep it with Fournette on first down. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. Stopped in his tracks and given a loss on that play by Patrick Queen.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
On 2nd and 12, Brady. Into a sea of defenders and intercepted. It's Chuck Clark picking it off. And the Ravens are going to get it back here just past the 35. So this defense coming up with a takeaway, and maybe that's something that can bring a little life to that sideline.
Well, I don't want to say that they've been sleepwalking through this first half because that's simply not true. But you're right. We haven't seen a lot of fire from these guys, really, on either side of the ball. So maybe that's the catalyst that they needed to get them back into this game.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
And one of the things that makes this play so difficult to defend is that it has so many options to it. And the quarterback has to go through them and fast. Do you hand it off inside? Do you keep it yourself? Do you pitch it to a trailing back? On this play, it's hard to say that he made the right decision because that play was swallowed up for no gain.
2nd and 10. Here's Jackson again. They set up the screen for Dobbins. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
Sometimes it's hard to take your eyes off this guy at the linebacker position. He can really cover some ground, and he did there to make that play.
And I think really good defenders can snip out those screen passes. Just something that they can feel, something that they can sense about how the quarterback drops back or how the linemen are just a little slow to block the oncoming rushers. He read it perfectly. Got in there and made the play.
And some good acceleration there as he's across midfield to the 48-yard line. Right back to Dobbins on first.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
I have a feeling they'll stay committed to running the football, especially on their early downs. They just haven't had a whole lot of success just yet.
From midfield now, here's Jackson. That's caught. It's DeMarcus Robinson. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. 25 yards there on the catch and run. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Off the play fake. Here's Jackson. Rolling to his right. This one hauled in, and again it's Robinson. And they'll get this down to the 10. Another first down as they call his number again. He's got 15 yards here. Jackson now. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's 2nd down.
They made a nice effort to stick him with a loss for that play, but it's going to take more than that to keep him from advancing the ball. Should be an entertaining battle anytime he tucks and runs over the second half of this contest.
A big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal. They'll try to run with Dobbins. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half. They're going forward with Dobbins. And this time he is in. J.K. Dobbins. A 3-yard touchdown run. And the Ravens are an extra point away from tying the ball game here in the final minute of the first half. Tucker with the extra point. And that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. From the end zone, here comes Jalen Darden. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And they'll have a decent amount of time, 55 seconds to work with to try to at least get down into field goal range. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. To throw is Brady. He'll check this one off to Fournette. And he'll be marked down at the 26 with a gain of 7. Brady looking to throw on 3rd and 2. He completes it to Julio Jones. And he is going to have the Buccaneers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Throwing now is Brady. A pass underneath for Fournette. That'll go for a gain of 7, and it'll be 2nd down. Now Brady again. And Brady going to be intercepted a 3rd time. It's Chuck Clark picking it off. And he will bring this back. It's a pick 6 and a Raven touchdown.
An excellent play there, CD, on the pick 6. And I think were they a nickel? Did they have an extra DB out there?
Yeah, Brandon, I think they were in standard nickel, not the Buffalo, as teams like to call it, meaning 3 safeties for big nickel. They just want to take away the quarterback's throwing lanes, and that's exactly what they did, and came through with a big-time pick 6.
Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and that makes the score 14-7. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. We welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. The Ravens ready to receive it, and they've got the lead as well as we resume play in the second half. Well, certainly not what they wanted out of the locker room here, as they'll start defensively at the 40-yard line. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. They go play action now. Jackson on the move to his left.
That's complete. It's Rashad Bateman. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Here's a give to Dobbins running right.
And he'll be brought down just outside of the 30. A good run, got 7 on 1st. Here's 2nd and 3.
They'll go again with Dobbins.
And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. Play action. Now Jackson sliding out of the pocket. And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7. I guess no need to force it when you can do that instead. First down, 18-yard gain.
They'll run with Dobbins.
And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
One more time with Dobbins.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down.
And now 3rd and goal coming up, the loss on 2nd down. That just means this crowd's going to get even louder, and they'll get a little bit of extra help from the defenders as they exhort them to join them in the effort.
Third and goal, Jackson. Under pressure, down he goes. Sacked at the 10.
finally hauled down for the first time this game. Multiple defenders in there to drop him.
3rd and goal, they decided to throw for it, but how about the play defensively? Couldn't find anyone open, left him nowhere to go with the football, had to absorb the sack.
Tucker's kick is good. Well, I don't know if they would have gone for it on 4th and goal anyway, but the sack on 3rd down pretty much made their mind up for them.
You're exactly right about that, and this is a tough place on the field to take a sack because, as you just noted, it took the decision-making away from them. Now they have to go for a field goal instead of potentially going for it.
And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And their deficit a little wider now than it was at halftime following a field goal a moment ago.
But the goal is still the same because you know they want to come out, establish a rhythm in the second half, and get going. Make no mistake about it, though. Kicking field goals, not in their game plan. They need to get the ball in the end zone.
Hey, set. Check it. Hey.
Now Brady. That's complete to White. And they're able to get this one across the 35. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Working from the gun, it's Brady. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Kyle Fuller. And the Ravens are going to take over at their own 41. So good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete.
And partner, to me, that one was all about timing. If he's there too early, it's going to be a pass interference call. If he's too late, it's a completed pass. He was Johnny on the spot on that one.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Jackson. It's caught on the right side by Robinson.
And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43.
And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
Only needing 2 yards on 2nd down.
Play action. It's Jackson. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. 30. Past the 20. And it's a pick 6. He brings it back to the house for a Buccaneer TD. Extra point try now for Suckup. And this is up and good to make it a 17-14 game. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away.
Taken at the 15, a short kick.
Now a hit and a loose football. And it's picked up by the Buccaneers. And they will take over at the 29-yard line.
So how about this for a turn of events? They cut the lead with a touchdown, and then on the ensuing kickoff, get the football right back.
And what a swing in a short amount of time because the momentum was totally against them. Now it's all in their favor.
Pressure applied, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back at the 33-yard line.
Finally hauled down for the first time this game. Multiple defenders in there to drop him.
So 2nd and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range. Up the gun, Fournette. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. Well, they were handed great starting field position on this drive, but now they face a 3rd and 4. To throw, it's Brady.
Quick throw, finding Mike Evans. And he is going to have a Bucs first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Inside handoff down to Fournette. He's going to get 4 out of this as he's down to the 10-yard line. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Again, it's Fournette. And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. This offense on 3rd down today, they have been superb. 5 for 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 4. And he won't have the touchdown, but he will have the 1st down as he's tackled at the 2. It's a pickup of 6. Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown. And that's what they're gunning for on 1st and goal. They'll try and run for it with Fournette. Nothing doing there. They're going to wind up holding him at the 2. 2 of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. They'll try to punch it in with Fournette. And he's in. Touchdown, Buccaneers. Leonard Fournette with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Buccaneers have taken a 4th quarter lead. And that is off the left upright. It's no good. The Bucs ready for the kickoff. And here we go. It's in the air. Boy, a bad break. Just got the lead on the touchdown, and now they're going to have to go on defense at the 40-yard line here as things get good in the 4th quarter. Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
But we all know the guy carrying the ball is going to get the credit both in the stat line and probably in the newspaper. But guess what? Those guys creating holes, they couldn't feel better about themselves right now. Offensive line, tight end, probably even the wide receivers are involved. They're moving the ball well.
One of the bigger plays in the game thus far. The crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. And he's going to be taken down here still a couple yards short of the 1st. Give him 3 yards there as that'll take us to 4th down. Here we go. It's Jackson on 4th down. That's to his running back, complete. And he's going to be taken down at about the 33. Felt compelled to go for it there on 4th down, trailing in the 4th quarter. They got it done.
And there's always a lot of pressure on a 4th down call. Doesn't matter the distance. You stop to get it done, as you noted, and they did.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. Again on 2nd and 10, it's Jackson. Forced out to his left. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
No surprise there. He was looking for one of his favorite targets again as soon as he left the pocket. But the coverage was good downfield. They got right to the receiver and helped prevent that completion.
So 3rd down, and a field goal from here would be right about 50 yards as they try to get closer. Oh, that's going to be a costly one. It's intercepted. Picked off by Levante David. And the Bucs are going to take over at their own 30-yard line.
Boy, he had to fit that into a pretty tight window over the middle. And, Charles, I think they were in zone defensively, weren't they?
They certainly were. Nice read on your part. And sometimes the quarterback isn't fooled between zone and man. Sometimes just fooled by the type of zone that he sees. Because oftentimes, those linebackers will vacate and run downfield with receivers. In this case, he played a pure zone and was in the wrong spot for the QB.
It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
All right, that's a decent game there, but it hasn't been his best game overall. So I wonder what the mindset is of his team. Do they want him to handle the football and try and close this game out? Or are they going to make an alternative plan and maybe go in a different direction?
I think they need him, and this is his time to shine. Fournette once more on 2nd down. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. This is a big 3rd down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here. To throw is Brady. They'll swing this out to Fournette. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. Brady to throw for it on 4th down. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line. I think you and I were a little surprised back earlier in the game when he threw his 2nd interception. I mean, who would have thought a quarterback of his caliber picked now 5 times?
It's beyond stunning to me because we're used to that with maybe a quarterback with less experience or less talent. But a quarterback of his caliber, I can't believe what we've just seen.
Absolutely. If you would have told me this coming into the ball game, I would have said never, not in a million years. But here we go. Here's 2nd and 10. Now Jackson. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away. And now it's 3rd. 3rd and long coming up defensively. You pressure the quarterback or drape all over the passing lane?
Yes, that's exactly what you do. It's both because they're not mutually exclusive. They may have been at one time in football, but not anymore. You want to have that pressure. If you have a big-time pass rusher, send him after the quarterback and then make sure you blanket the field.
And the question now, can they get closer on 3rd down? A field goal from here, you're looking at right about a 52-yarder. Jackson. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. The Ravens going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 seconds to go in the game. So now one of the biggest kicks of the night is forthcoming. This to tie things up in the final minute. Tucker's kick is good, and that will tie this game here in the final minute of play. So a big kick to get this back to even. Now the worry is, did you leave too much time on the clock? Because another field goal the other way, that does you in.
You're exactly right. You didn't get it to overtime yet. So now as a defense, you've got to think to yourself, you can't play prevent defense, just give up big chunks of yardage in front of you. But you also can't let anyone behind you. So you sit right on the line between the two. Play the best defense you can and not make it easy for them to move the ball downfield.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. Well, partner, here it is. They've got the chance to win the game. You'd have to think they need to get it near the opposite 40 to have a chance to kick a game-winning field goal. We'll see what they can do.
And you're right about that, because if we look at it in macro, that's what it looks like. But I think in micro, the head coach has already asked the special teams coach, what is he feeling? What does he think? Where does he want the football? What's the yard line we have to get? And he's already relayed that to his quarterback and his offense. They know what the goal is. Now the key, can they get there?
And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. And here in overtime, if the team that receives the ball scores a touchdown, it's over. If they don't, we can still have some more football.
That's exactly right. If they go down and kick a field goal, the other team gets a possession to either match it or score a touchdown to win the ball game. If both teams kick field goals, the next team to score wins. But if the receiving team throws a pick six or fumbles the ball and gets picked up by the defense and they score, the game is over at that point.
So it's the Ravens who won the toss. They'll get the football first here in overtime as the kick is away. Darden now going to bring this one out of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And everyone knows the OT rules, Charles, but pretty simple formula. They go down and get a field goal, we continue play, but if they can find the end zone on this possession, ball game over.
And as meticulously as all teams plan for a game, I don't doubt for a second on that offense coordinator's play sheet, he's got some overtime plays that he wants to run. I know it sounds crazy, but they plan for everything. 1st and 10 all the way throughout the game, 2nd and 7, whatever. Right now, he's looking at that play sheet saying, if we get to overtime, what can we break out that they haven't seen?
They'll get it across the 35. It'll be 2nd down.
They went right back to him, but he pretty much had nowhere to go on that play.
Yeah, the previous carry looked pretty good. That one, maybe he was a little tired. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe he should have tapped out and had a second back come in and maybe make that run. Who knows?
Line of scrimmage, the 36 on 2nd and 8. They'll run it again with Fournette. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick. And what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th. The temptation to go for it probably there. Always is, especially in overtime. Got to punt it, though.
I think you're right. Yeah, I think that you absolutely have to punt it away and trust your defense, especially play a little field position here. But you're so right about the temptation. Another way to satisfy that, though, line up in punt formation and fake it. That's another way to get it done.
Now they go for it on 4th, but this one is going to wind up incomplete. The Bucs try it on 4th down, but come up empty. And the Ravens get the football back and in great shape. On 1st and 10, it's Dobbins. And able to get this to the 31.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
That is caught, Rashad Bateman. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. 25 yards that time. A handoff running left is Dobbins. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down.
Brandon, I'd go ahead and kick it right now. I know it's only 2nd down, but I kick it, give myself a little margin for error here.
Don't wait for 3rd, have the extra down just in case.
If something goes wrong, messed up snap, anything like that, you fall on it, guess what? It's 3rd down. You still have the ball. You still have a chance to kick it.
And he's going to press this one forward as they stop it right around the 1. They're knocking on the door as they come to the line here on 3rd and goal from the 1. Dobbins. And Dobbins, he is not going to get there. They stop him short of the line to gain. Only a yard that time, so now a decision to be made here on 4th and goal. And I know you, with every carry, especially in overtime, you're just saying, if you're that ball carrier, hold on to the football.
Hold on to it.
And he is in for the score. And it is absolute stunned silence here as they win it on the road in overtime. Another one in the books for his partner. Always great to be by your side. And both offenses, both defenses had some moments in this one, but I think you would agree these coaching staffs are also going to have some stuff to clean up on film.
Absolutely, partner. Let's face it, any game we get to watch from up here, it's going to be a blast. Do we want to get a real job? Absolutely not. Let's keep watching the NFL all season long.